Greetings everyone, this is Amara with my channel Eyes Wide Shut. I got a message to those people who are feeling right now a bit anxious, and a little bit afraid because of what's going on in the Middle East right now. Okay, there's a lot of people that's being killed and a lot of innocent citizens on both sides. You see, you get conflict and you get casualties on both sides. You also got the war that's going on in Europe as well. Again, innocent people being caught up on both sides. Right? Being caught up on both sides. You see, what people's not realizing is that war, there's a lot of money in war. The media and the government, they make a lot of money through war. Okay? That propaganda machine, the TV that you switch on every day and you watch, you've got to be very careful of what your mind is taking in. Because what your mind takes in will affect your emotions. Words are spells. Words are spells. But you know what? Visual images also are spells. What you see and what you watch, believe you me, affects your emotion. Now, the best thing for you to do is, if you feel anxious right now, is not to watch the news. And I'm not telling you not to feel sympathy for those people who are caught up in this war. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying about the news and how the news is used to scaremonger, how the news is used to create anxiety in people. Do you know that wars, religion, and land are the three main things that people fight over? War, religion, and land. There's a guy and his name was Mahatma Gandhi. And he said, there is no path to peace. Peace is the path. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. People are going and looking for peace. Looking for peace here. They're looking for peace over there. They're looking for peace through their prime ministers. They're looking for peace through their presidents. They're looking for peace through their political parties. Is there peace there? Peace is the path. You can't go looking for peace. Peace is right there before you. So if everybody was to put down their arms, if every soldier and members of the military were to put down their arms and say, no more conflict, no more fighting, what do you think would happen? There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. Gandhi also said that us as individuals, we are the peace that we're looking for. We are the peace that we are looking for. If we want to change things, we have to change ourselves. We look outwardly often for solutions to problems when realistically the answer to those problems lie within us. So again, there is no path to peace. Peace is a path. We also have to be the change that we want to see in the world. We have to be the peace that we want to see in the world. If every individual was to say, I want to live in peace and I don't want to fight, I don't want conflict, I want to live in peace. The peace has to start within you first. And then hopefully have a cascading effect. Other people around you will also say, I also want to live in peace. And that will have a cascading effect. It's up to us as individuals to be able to change things. No government is going to be able to change things for us. We have to be the peace that we want to see in the world. We have to be that path that we want to see in the world. The change has to come from us first, because look how many governments we've had in the world. In every country, look at all the governments we've had. How much peace have you ever seen? The things that sold the most is wars, land, religion, and politics. Or as I call it, a pile of tricks. A pile of tricks. You want to be the change? You want the world to change, you have to change yourself. As John Lennon once said, John Lennon, the famous musician and singer, he turned around and he said, this is what John Lennon said. He said, could you imagine a world with no more wars? Could you imagine a world with no more religion? Because if there's no religion or any of these things, okay, people will probably live more in peace. Imagine. Go look at that song by John Lennon. Imagine. And that's similar to what I'm trying to say. Just imagine if there was peace in the world, there's no more wars, there's no more religion, nothing to fight for, and we were all on the same page, then the world would be a much better place. It would be a much more peaceful and better place to live in. We have to be the change that we want to see in the world. We can't leave it to our politicians, our presidents, or our prime ministers, or our political parties. The change has to come from within us. Stop looking outward for things to be changed. We have to look inwards. And again, my message is to everyone, turn off that propaganda machine, that television, if you're feeling anxious right about now. And I'm sorry what's happening in these countries and poor innocent people being caught up in what's going on. There's casualties on both sides. You got to be the change that you want to see in the world, people. That change has to come from you. You have got to be the path to peace. You've got to be that path to peace. Thank you, Elder Amara.